Hi, this is Shelly Hitz from Author Audience Academy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use book design templates to format your book for print. I really like book design templates because they provide a way to have a more professional looking interior design within Word without having to spend a lot of money. And so I have the Crimson template from them, and in this Crimson template, this is the 5.5 by 8.5 Legacy. They also have an ebook format, and I like to use the .doc because that way when I'm working with outsourcers or going back and forth with people, it tends to not change the formatting. When you're using the .docx, you may have different versions of it on your computer, and so that may be an issue. And so what you want to do is just open up this template. I already have it opened on my computer, and you can see here it has the basic formatting in place. You can change to page width, you can change to 100%. And basically then this is the formatting that you'll use, and you'll just replace all of this text with your own text and, you know, about the author, all of that. So I have a sample that we've done with one of our books previously. It's Honest Reviews, how to get honest reviews. And you can see here we've added praise. We got some endorsements, and so we have that. Here's the title page, the copyright page, the table of contents, and then we added introduction, weight, and then we have it separated into different parts. So we put that in there, but basically the main formatting is the same. We have used the block formatting with the paragraphs instead of the indent, as we prefer that for nonfiction books. But you can see, you know, basically we have just simply brought our text from our book into here and, you know, used the basic format that they have. Let me see here. And you have the about the authors, additional resources, and then we did put some endnotes in our book there for resources. So that's an example of how we've used it. So what I want to do is I want to be able, you know, when you're using these templates, you need to install the fonts first. Normally you can just double click on them and it will install them for you. Okay. Trying to get to a point where it shows okay, so if the fonts are already installed, then you'll notice how it shows up here in the format. Like you can see here's Crimson and so forth. So you just need to make sure that you install the fonts first so that it comes out looking correct. And the thing with book design templates is it comes with a formatting guide. It comes with a book construction blueprint, instruction guide, Templates Book Construction Guide. So they give a lot of tutorials on how to use it. So I'm going to be formatting my book, Procrastination to Publication. And I have in here my original Word document. And there's a picture here, so I obviously don't need that. And then what I can just start doing is, let me go over to review, show the final because it's been edited. So I can just start coming in here and copying, and then come over to the crimson and whoops. And then I'll just paste this. If you do paste special, let's see. All right, I'm just gonna paste this. And then when that comes up, I'll just say keep text only. And that way I can just keep the text, and I will bold that. So now I want to make sure I save this as a new formatted for print. So I'll just save this as a new file. That way I don't overwrite my template. So again, you know, you'll just procrastination to publication and how to write a book in 7 days. And because these are kind of not fitting, I may want to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see how big I can get it. Oops, before. Okay, so that made it so about 30 font. And I'll just put a space there. And then I'll put my name here. And then you want to put your publishing company, Body and Soul Publishing. And your city and state. All right, so you can come back over here and yeah, I just use the abbreviation. So I have the let's see, I was gonna see if I could bring that up at all, but I think that would be fine. So you can see I have the title page, and then here on the copyright page, I can just look how I did it the last time. And I guess I didn't have the title on there. That's usually just for a Kindle version. And I think I will just go ahead and copy this and come over, since I've already done it once, and paste it. Now I will get a new ISBN, get that through CreateSpace, so I have to leave that blank for now. And then change the date. Let's see. Delete that. Change the URL here. I also put our earnings disclaimer in there, since we do in these books for authors teach on business, and then a full disclosure that we may have some affiliate links on there. And then I have put my affiliate link in here for the book templates. It's shellyhitz.com/book templates. Let me just come over here and make sure that's the right link. Yes. So if you don't have this yet and you'd like to purchase, that's my affiliate link, shellyhitz.com/book templates. And then I just need to change this procrastination to publication, Shelly Hitz, first edition. Okay. I don't do a dedication right now. So this will be on the right side. This will be on the left side. This would be on the right side again. This would be on the left side. It looks like this particular book did not come with a specific table of contents, so looks like we have added that in. So just going to go ahead and copy that then. It was right after the copyright page. Okay. So here we had separated it in part 1, part 2. I won't be doing that in this one. So yeah, I'll just leave that. See, that's a title page. All right. So I may need to just delete out those, or let me just try deleting out that table of contents. Insert. Let's see. Let's go over document elements. I'm still getting used to, there it is, to the Mac. So document elements, so what I can do is choose the type of table of contents that I want. So let me go back over and look what I did before. Okay, it had the little things. Okay, that doesn't look right. Okay, so let's see if that looks similar. This is Calibri. So let me just kind of go back and see here. You can click on options, and then it will show you the different options. Okay, I'm just going to use classic, and I'm going to have to, let's see, if I come back over here, Crimson 30, what I can do is just make this normal, and then I can just make that crimson. Doesn't have a 30, but I'll just do 30. And then I'll have to capitalize it, procrastination to publication. Let me go back. Okay. Okay, so this is normal. Let's go to center it. Let's go to 28. Bold. Procrastination to publication. Okay, so what that will do is, because it's no longer a heading or a title, it will remove it from this. So if I say update fields, now it's removed. So that really helps in once you are updating the table of contents in the future. All right, let's go back over to honest reviews and see what I've done in the past. I always like to have a system and then be able to repeat it, because that way I don't have to think too hard. Okay, so there's a blank page after the table of contents, because that's going to be on the back side of that. And then you can start the text from there. It can be an introduction, like, you know, where to get more information, or you can just start right in to the information. So let me come back over here. So I have a bonus here. So let me just go ahead over to the print version and see. If I can just put that in on the title page and just keep text only. All right, so that way it's on there. Okay, so here's my table of contents. Here's an endorsement, what people are seeing. So I could include that like I did here, praise for. So I think I will do that. I'll just copy this just to make it easier. And I'll just insert a page break. And then I'll need another one so that it starts on the correct page, because this first page will be on the right side. Okay, praise for. Okay, I need to, guess you need to do spaces to get it on there. Okay, so that's spaces there. Let's come back over here and I will copy that. And I'm just going to leave that in here for right now so I can see how I did it. Okay, so there's a quote, end quote, and then did a little dash, and this is over on that side. Okay, so now I'll delete this. Delete the extra spaces. Okay, so that should be good. I like to keep saving it as I go. Yeah, because if I do another space, it will do that. So procrastination to publication. Okay, automatically changed it. Let me look back here. All right, so let me make this a little bigger. All right, so that should be good. I think this I'll do www instead of the HTTP. Okay, so there might be easier ways to do this, but this is just what I'm doing. Okay, so I have the praise, which that will be, if you open the book, it'll be the first page that you see, kind of on the right side. Then you flip it, there's a blank page, and then this will be the next page that you can see on the right-hand side. The copyright will be on the back of that, and then the table of contents. So I'm just gonna remove this for now and make that just blank on the back side of that. So each chapter you want to start on the right hand side. And you notice the page numbers start number 1 on here, and then they're up here. So if I go up to the header, I want to make sure to change the author name. Whoops, spell it right. And then the book title. Okay. And then the footers on this one are not, they're just page numbers on the top of the title page or the chapter page. So what you want to make sure is that these chapter pages start on the right hand side. It looks like it's going to be the odd number pages. Let's see, this is on the right hand side and this is page 3. Yeah, so 1, 3, and all of the odd pages will be on the right hand side. So if there's ever a chapter that doesn't start on that right hand side, then you can just come here and insert a page break that way. All right. So basically with the content, you're going to just start copying and pasting your content. So I have an introduction and then I have an image. Now the images, you do want to make sure they're 300 DPI for print version. You can have a designer make them into 300 DPI for you on Fiverr.com, or you can do that yourself through Photoshop or something like that. You do want to make sure those images are 300 DPI. And let's see. And you can see there's certain formatting in here that I will want to include in the book. Let's see. This is crimson. The font is crimson and the size is 10. So you want to make sure that stays the same. Let's go ahead and put, let's see. Actually, let me look and see what I did on this one. Okay, introduction, and then before you begin is what I put on that. I'll just say getting started. And then what you'll do is you'll just copy this. Okay, it looks like the first paragraph needs to be done separately, so let me come back and, okay. Let me just copy that and keep text only. And then the L will come in here. So let's admit it. And what I do, like I said, is I tend to do block formatting for nonfiction. You can choose to do whatever you want to do. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. Come back over here. Paste. And what I want to do is just keep text only. That way, okay, and I'm going to remove the indents. And it looks like these did not format correctly. So just have to come back over. Okay. So I have check marks there, but I'll just do bullets. So this just gets kind of a tedious process, just going through. Like I said, there may be a better way of doing this. Bold that. It'd probably be better to remove the bullets before you copy it over if you want. Otherwise, you kind of have to do it manually. Yeah. Okay. So this is getting left by itself. Oops. So you may just need to put it on the next page so it's not on its own there. Just removing that indent there. And the headings, we want to make sure those get bold. Okay, and the thing you want to make sure is that all of the links are just text. Like if you press the space bar after this, let me come back, it's going to turn it blue, but you don't want that in a print book because you just want it black and white. So what you can do now is just come back over and make sure that all the formatting got, okay, why is there such a big difference? That was italicized. So just come over here and italicize that. All right, so one of the things that I'll need to do is actually put the image here. And let's see, I'm wondering if I have titles for the exact chapters. Day 1, choose your topic. So instead of chapters, I did day. And then I have this. So I'm thinking with this particular book, yeah, I guess that's fine. I was gonna say I could just use this title up here, but it does kind of look nice. So what I'll need to do is okay, let me undo those things there. What I noticed, I had to do shift and then return to get it right in there, and then you can just do insert photo, picture from file. I'm just gonna go ahead and insert the original quote images. Okay, so I have them in here. I still need to reformat these. Intro quote. But for right now, I'll just show you. You can just insert that, and it is centered. All right. And you can always press this little paragraph key if you want to see what is going on, because I kind of would like to not have that much space in between. So you can see it's kind of coming over the G there. All right, I'm just gonna come back. And let's see. Let me try it here. A lot of times it's just some trial and error to see what's going to work best. Just try it there. Haven't found one that I really like yet. Okay, it has afterwards to have 60 point because of the way it's formatted. So let me change that to 24 and then let me insert it. Okay. I think I will actually make it even less. Let's see. Let's make it 16. Okay. Again, I'm just kind of trial and error, just seeing. And you can right click on the styles and click modify. And you can change things on here. I'm trying to think. Let me do cancel. Let me see if it changed the rest of them or not. No. Okay, you can see right here, it's changing when I do this. So I'm gonna go down to, whoops. Let me just cancel that again. Okay, space after 60. Let me just go down to 12. Let me see, yeah, it changed all of them now. So now when I come in to put the picture in there, it's not going to be such a huge space afterwards. All right. And you can also see there's certain section breaks, and you want to keep those in there in the beginning because it will change the page numbers and everything. So you want to make sure that you don't delete any of those. Okay. So that's basically how I did the introduction. So you'll do the same thing for all of the rest of them. Now with the picture in there, it's changed this. So I can move that up. And what you want to do is you always want to make sure that there's nothing left extra at the bottom, that it all flows well, like accountability. That's now on its own. Okay, so I just changed that paragraph a little bit just so it would fit right. And you may or may not be able to do that, but let me come back over to the honest reviews and see. Yeah, so, I just wanted to make sure some of them end a little shorter than others, but just want to make sure it's not like this. Probably should not have been left on the end there, or this here. And this may have gotten changed because, like I said, this is a DOCX instead of DOC. So I think this got changed after Heather formatted it for me. So it just gives you an idea of how to do each chapter, and you'll have to do each one that way. You can see here we just did conclusion instead of doing the top little thing there. Then about the author. So I could just see, that changed. It was not. Okay. If I wanted, I could do just introduction like that here. I think I'll just stick with that for now. I was changing that because I wasn't sure, it didn't look centered. Just doesn't look centered on here. So width, let me change that to 3. All right, let me change that to 2.75. There's margins, so that may be part of it. It looks a little bit better, but I wasn't sure if whoops. Maybe because of these extra little things on here. Okay, well, I'll just have to look into that more later, with the images. Make sure it just doesn't look centered to me right now, but I may have to get a proof to really look at it. But for now, you can see how to put the actual chapters in there. And so this is starting on this page 7. It's an odd page, so that should be fine. And then you can come down to the end. You can see here is my about page. And I'll just paste that here. I'll just say keep text only. Okay, I'm going to modify the normal. See if I can remove the indent. You want justified. Indent first line 2.0. Okay. Let me do it that way. Okay, and just say, okay. All right, now when I paste things in here, it will no longer indent, so I don't have to remove that. So that's how to do that. I didn't want that. I wanted this. So I just said about Shelley Hitz instead of about the author. And it needs to be caps. All right. And this can just do, let's see. So you don't want it to be spread out like that. It, you know, it's because it was justified. And this we can bold. Thinking I would like this just to be at the top of the page. And then this, I'll need to put in a picture there. So I'll just leave that empty for right now. But I would like this, Learn Shelley's 6-step ascent method. I would like this on this page. So maybe make the picture smaller. Yeah. So that way it fits on here. And you can make it as big as it will let you before it, yeah, so it goes on to the next page. All right, so you can double click on this and it'll tell you the height is 1.96. So once we put a new picture in here, that is print quality, and once I decide which one I want in there, just make sure it's 1.96 tall. Let me do the line spacing options here. I don't know if I really changed much. Maybe I'll just do bullets. Or maybe not. Sometimes you just have to look at it and see how it looks. I'm just going to put Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I may tweak it later. Okay, so that's basically how you do it, and you just need to keep copying and pasting all the different chapters. In this, we put the earning disclaimer at the end, or in this book. The other thing is, if there is a link here and it's linked in the Kindle version, you'll need to add the link like in parentheses after. So this is shellyhitz.com/pro writing edge. Hits.com/pro writing aid. Let's see. Pro writing aid, yeah. And then you just want to make sure, you know, when it's in the print version that there's no active link. So there's a lot of links in this particular book that you're going to have to put out separate. Like Natural Readers, you'll just have to put parentheses, www.naturalreaders.com and parentheses. I'm going to remove this for now. See if there's any other things that I notice. I think that's the main things. You know, the images, I will have to get those into 300 DPI format, but for now, can just work on the text, get those in, and then we can do the images later. All right, so that's basically how it works, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.